Dear friends, today we are talking about Afghan Adjustment Act, and I have Matt, who is involved in this process. I'm kind of requesting him to give us more information. Matt, thank you very much for your time. The way you talk, the energy that you had, you really impressed me. I would love to hear more about the Afghan Adjustment Act and about your suggestion, and also what the people should do.
Sure. The Afghan Adjustment Act is our best chance to help the Afghan people who have been left behind, as long as those who have made it here in the last year. In this country, the people have power, and what we need are for the people to come out and to support this, because without their support, we're not going to be able to get this done. You know, everyone thinks and believes people like me have a magic visa button, and I wish that I had it. I don't. No one in this country does.
Who has?
The people do. The people have the button, but only if they push it together. And so what we need everyone to do is to come out and to support this. So there's a couple of ways that folks can do that. First off, they can send their member of Congress, their member, not another state. So they're ones in Illinois, or if they live in Michigan, they can send it there, Wisconsin, etc. But they only can be in the state they live in. They can send their member of Congress both an email, they can go on their website, and they also can call them. What they want to tell them is they need them to pass the Afghan Adjustment Act this year. That's the first thing they can do.
Which way is the most effective?
Calling. Calling is the most effective. The second thing that they can do is they can pick a day as a community to come out in support of this and get the media to come cover this. And the more people that is there, the bigger of an event it is, the more it seems like it actually has the support of the people. We can't do this without your support. We tell people history is made by people who show up, right? Well, now is the time for the people to show up. If you want, I keep telling folks, if you want to help your family back in Afghanistan, you want to help your friends and your colleagues, the best thing you can do is don't send me an email. Do what I just told you to do. Call your member of Congress, tell them to pass the Afghan Adjustment Act. It helps the people who are left behind. It helps the people who are evacuated in the last year. Without it, there's a lot of problems that are going to be coming.
What is the benefit of Afghan Adjustment Act?
Very quickly, the 78,000 Afghans who were evacuated last year would be allowed to apply for an adjustment of their status to get a green card. And then all of the Afghans who have applied for an SIV have to undergo an interview. And under the current law, that interview has to be at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
So the law, the Afghan Adjustment Act, fixes that. It allows the U.S. government to do that interview anywhere around the world or even online. But without the law, everyone who's applied for an SIV can't get their visa. So all those left behind SIVs, this is the best law that they have in front of Congress right now. This is again, I know that a lot of people got left behind in the evacuation and they're upset about that. If they're an SIV, this is the law that they should be rooting for to get passed.
What about the P1 and P2 cases?
We're working on it. That's the best I can tell you. It's a lot harder. There's not a lot of attention on that. And so that's where we need the community again to come out and show that in this country, the people with the most power are the President of the United States and Congress. And we need them to pay attention to this. And without the people calling their representatives, without them writing their representatives, without them coming out to support us, those people, the Congress people and the President, won't listen to us. So that's what we need people to do.
So you mean people, only Afghans or
everyone?
American?
Everyone, but especially Afghans.
Your only suggestion is to focus on Afghan Adjustment Act. That is the only solution.
That is the best solution right now.
And when is the election?
It doesn't matter when the election is. The election is on November 8th, but the election has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Other than we need to pass it this year because we don't know what the next Congress will look like. We don't know if the next Congress will support it. We know this Congress is really close. We're 7 senators short. We have no idea how far away we'll be with the next one, which is why we've got to get this done now.
What is your expectation?
I have no idea. Without the community support, I can't tell you. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. So the community engagement is the most important. I can request all Afghans and my American friends to give hands and support each other, especially support Afghans.